Well, how many of you have worked with Mary Giuseffi, our image consultant? She's here, and she'll be here all day, and she's going to have a quick 10 minutes with us. We talked about why you should look your best even when you're just going to the grocery store. This is what she's going to talk about. Big welcome for Mary Giuseffi.
Good morning. Oh, I'm so excited to see you all and all your faces, and I recognize you and I applaud you. So take a minute and clap for yourselves. You look fabulous. I like the shirt and tie. See, you think I don't remember. I do remember. More than you wish I would. So I have a few minutes this morning, and I'd like to talk to you about your image beyond today. You've all done an incredibly beautiful job of getting your sound bites and your sight bites, because I've been hearing good things, for this beautiful weekend when you're meeting your producers. So what happens, what I have learned over my 40 some odd years of being in front of the camera is this. We turn on and off, right? Like, this is us. You should have seen me at 5:30 when my granddaughter was strangling me, not to get out of her side in bed at the hotel this morning, but I had to get ready to come here. And then, boom, like Cinderella at midnight, we go back to our personal selves. Now, we all know we're going to do that, okay? We have two looks, our politically correct public persona and our private persona. What I'd like to share with you this morning is the possibility, just the possibility, that your private persona remains somewhat amplified after this is over. Because now that you've stepped into your public being, right, your entity, your image beyond the summit, you have dreams that don't end today at 5 o'clock, right? You have goals and aspirations, and you have an investment in who you are from the inside out beyond today. The summit is the beginning of your romance with the media, not the end. It's what you do after today that really is going to prove to be what your durable brand becomes for your future. So I'll tell you a quick story. Do you like stories? Okay, so I was here at Mount Sinai, which is way uptown. Mount Sinai is a huge hospital. My brother was having surgery. It was not a good moment, okay? I fly in. It was awful. I didn't know what was going to happen. It was actually pretty stressful. So, of course, I dressed up in my most durable brand because, God forbid, something happened and I had to get somebody's attention. You know that people pay better attention to people who are dressed as if they have a certain amount of power. Okay, so I show up, I got my brand on, I'm standing in that emergency room, I'm standing in an OR, I'm standing by his bed for 8 hours, I'm gonna die soon. Okay, he's okay, I leave. I go to have dinner right by the hotel. 9 o'clock by myself, I got my little pink thing on, I'm exhausted. Lady sitting across from me, she says, I don't know who you are, and I don't know why you're here, but I need to hire you. Do you have a card? No, but I got a lot of stuff from post-op. She says, I have no idea why I have to hire you. Here's my phone number. Here's 3 people you need to talk to. And I just know it's the right thing. Come to find out, she has become my biggest client. I have shot video of her till the cows come home. We have branded her. You will hear about her someday in the very near future. I can't even share with you who she is. But I'm here to tell you that what happened was I showed up in my brand at the hospital for my brother because I wanted to make sure that I was paid attention to, right? And what happened was at dinner, I wound up with my biggest client. Not because of what I was saying, wasn't much, but because I wore my brand that day. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to get dressed up in your best, but it means whatever you're wearing, make sure that you are clear about what you're messaging. Whether you have your blue jeans on and a shirt and you're going to the drugstore, or you're taking the red eye, which I do from LA all the time, I hate it, make sure that there's something about your persona that's fresh, that's clear, and that you're aware of the people around you. Because that person sitting right next to you might be somebody that's really going to impact your future for the rest of your life. Smile, be fresh, emanate joy and possibility from the inside. It's so lacking in this world. Brush your teeth, wear clean socks, wear jeans that almost fit you. Put on that clean t-shirt when you're bored in that thing at 10 to midnight, okay? Because I am proof positive. Greatest photographer, now I think not with us any longer, or soon to be, Stan Malinowski, one of the greatest Harper's Bazaar photographers in the world. I met him one morning at 5:45 a.m. He was wondering why I met him. It's because I had been studying him for 6 months. He and I ate breakfast across from each other at a little diner in Chicago. I knew who he was. He didn't know who I was. I didn't look so good, but I'll tell you what, after 6 months, I showed up looking my best, not so good. And I slipped into his booth, and he was like, I said, "Excuse me, Mr. Malinowski, you don't know me, but I've been watching, but I just happen to be a model, and I would like to meet you, like not now, in your personal time," which I've interrupted. And guess what? I went back to my agent. They said, "You know, Stan Malinowski booked you." I said, "Really? How did you get in to see him?" I said, "Well, I showed up in my best, unbest." The guy was at the diner. I saw him. I had my teeth brushed, my hair combed, no makeup, but what I was present for him. So in New York City, great place of opportunity. In your town, for your local news, which you all need, local coverage, it's an incredible opportunity. Your brand has to be bigger than you are. And all you have to do every day is look in the mirror and say, I believe that why I'm here and what I'm doing is bigger than me. But since I've showed up for the job, I also embrace the fact that I'm the only one here to do it. Right? And if you bring that with you, that is your durable brand. That is your best image. And wear your shirt ironed, please. If you're not going to do it, get them done. Even if it's over your jeans, okay? You know, make sure that even in your casual attire, that you're giving the message that your soundbite is giving. Does it make sense? You know, and then each of you will do this. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. So make sure the running shoes you're putting on every morning fit you. Make sure that there are not holes in the bottom of them. You know, and make sure that they're the fastest and best route, you know, to your finish line. Because today at 5 o'clock is where you begin your marathon. The race just is beginning now. So I wish you the best. I love you all. I'm rooting for you. And I hope to see you on TV all over, okay? Thank you.
Could you give this to Rick, actually?